Hey everybody, it's Jim with Triple J Bricks. Welcome back to another video. Today is part 4 of the Great Lego Migration, and today we're going to be working on 1x bricks and 2x bricks. I think we can do both in one video in a fairly reasonable time because from what I remember, they are fairly organized already in those bins. I say that before I've actually looked in the bins, but I think it's not going to be too bad. So let's get started. Before we get into that, here is the desk. It is empty. My wife actually worked in here today on her laptop here. So her desk is a little bit more low key. I mean, obviously she hasn't like gotten everything in here yet, but yeah. So she has officially moved in. The dog bed is in here because the dogs obviously want to hang out with her while she's in here. This is her walking treadmill, which she's going to use with our old standing desk. So it's in progress. Yeah, and the place is still kind of a mess. So we have a bunch of things to get out of here. I've moved Lion Knight's castle that is in the new studio, and yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to do with all the rest of that stuff, but let's stay focused here. So we're going to do 1x brick and the 2x brick. That is all of the 2x brick, remember, in that bin. And then we have all of the remaining 1x brick in here. But again, it is fairly organized. I think we're probably going to do a similar system, but I'm going to break them down and kind of see where we're at. Okay, well, famous last words. That took so much longer for just the 1x brick. I think I have it mostly sorted though. Here's the 1x4s, 6s, 8s, 10s, 12s. We got 3s, and then in this bag, these are all like the old gray and yellowed white, and some of the dark gray as well. I'll probably end up using some of that in builds, but I wanted to take it out of the inventory, so that did take a little while. The whites aren't perfect, but they're pretty close. All right, I figured I would take this opportunity to show you the finished office, because I don't think I did in the last video. Well, it's not quite finished yet, but it's getting there. I just pulled down the Lion Knight's castle and the pirate and some other stuff from upstairs just to sort of decorate the background a little bit, because I gotta work on getting some lights, and I still have to hang shelves that are gonna go all the way around there for more storage and display and all of that. But yeah, so still a little bit of work in progress, but we're getting there. Okay, let's take a look as I filled 2 drawers with the 1x brick. Here it is. 1x1s, 1x2s, and 1x3s. And then I have like these 10s, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Oh, these are 12s. 12s and 14s are in here because I had a little bit extra room, and I ran out of room in the second drawer. And here are the 1x4s, 6s, and 8s. And some 10s. These 10s? 2, 4, yeah, and 10s as well. So I have them roughly separated out and color-coded a little bit. I tried to maintain the same system, although I don't think I've done that with other things. I kept greens and yellows together, blues and reds, blues, reds, pinks, oranges, stuff like that. And then in this case, I only had a few like lavender bricks, so those are also went in with the blue and red. I kept tan, brown, nougat, dark brown, all that kind of stuff in the same one. And then whites, blacks, grays, so all of those are in there. I did separate out the 1x2s, which I probably could have put these in a larger bin together, but it doesn't really matter because one of these bins is the same as the size as these two, so that wasn't going to really be a size difference. But I did keep all the 1x3s in grayscale here. But yeah, I did the same thing with the 1x2s and the 1x3s, and pretty much the same with the 1x4s and 6s. So I feel pretty good about this. All the 1x brick in 2 drawers. Again, not bad. But you know, I don't know. 3 drawers left over here, and then this bottom drawer here, and then this top drawer if we decide to do these, which actually, I don't think I brought this up in the last video because I was actually testing these. So these cases that I picked up, remember we did the video about the studs and plate and all that kind of stuff. So I realized that I could stack these. So I have 10 of these. I currently have 9 that are filled. And I figured out that I could fit all 10 in one drawer. Now, up here. So that might be what we end up doing for that drawer, because I understand that it's gonna, I may have to dig through a little bit, but I don't think it's gonna be too bad. And I guess I could also take the tops off of these to make it a little bit easier if I wanted to access, but at the same time, if it falls or gets, I don't know. But anyway, I think that might be what we do with these. I don't know. That's a little bit up in the air yet. All right. 2x brick. This is all of it. All right, we can do this. Okay, 2x brick was actually pretty easy. My only hesitation with it is basically what I did was divide it by 2x2s and then the remaining of everything else. I mean, this is literally all of the brick I have. I only put a sticky note on one thing, and that is I picked up a bunch of 2x2 from the pab wall a while back, and so that will get put into a bin. But other than that, every single brick, 2x brick, is in a drawer. I don't know if that's a good thing. I could consolidate some of these into bags and maybe put them into smaller containers so they don't take up 2 drawers, but there's the black, dark gray, and then here is yellow, blue, red. I'm not sure because, again, I don't use 2x brick a whole lot. I mean, I will be using it for, like, building mills plates for, you know, the medieval scene that will take place over here, but I don't know. So this was just like all the other types. This is essentially kind of like my mills plate drawer because I'm just not going to use those colors very often. I might use the green, but I think I'm just going to use a lot more of maybe these colors. Again, I don't know. This is the one I'm feeling pretty iffy about in terms of if I want to keep it this way or use the drawers for something else. So I think what needs to happen now is, now that this is done, now that the brick is finished, I'm going to go back upstairs and then start to figure out other parts and how I want to do other things. So essentially, because I still have half of this drawer, and then this is the 1x plates. So I have 2 drawers. If I decide to fill this drawer up with these, then I will have the bottom 2 drawers left to fill with kind of whatever at this point. So I think I would like to get greenery into here yet, and then maybe minifig parts as well. So that could be like the remaining 2 drawers. I'm not really sure yet. All right, everybody, that is going to do it for this video. This is part 4 of the Great Lego Migration. This was 1x brick and 2x brick, and honestly, the 1x brick was a lot more work than the 2x brick was because I already kind of had all that bunched together, and it was actually fairly straightforward. So I think we're starting to get in a rhythm. It's going to get more difficult, I think, now, though. The brick was honestly quite easy. But it's going to start to get a little bit more difficult and a little bit more, I don't know, once we start to figure out how do we want to do the remaining 2 drawers and then this unit here, or these 2 units rather, we're going to have to figure that out. So, but that'll be in the next episode. That will be in the next part of this. So I think that we are going to have enough space for everything. That, well, most things in drawers. I really do think we're going to have enough space. So I feel pretty good about that. Like, I think I do feel better about the balance of everything now, and I think that we will. And I know that there's room that I can consolidate. So, you know, like the 2x brick, like I was saying, I think there's ways to consolidate. So I feel pretty good about that. But everybody, thank you again for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like and a comment and subscribe to the channel if you have not. It helps massively, and I really, really appreciate it. So thank you again, everybody, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. But until then, remember, keep on building. Jim out!